Hello and welcome back to Callie's in the Kitchen. I am trying a double layer 3D bloom. I am using Promise for my resin. This is a new mold for me from Pouring Your Heart Out. It is called the Crystal Live Edge mold. Yes. And then in my cup separately, I am putting aside some resin for my bloom petals that I'm going to be using a piping bag for. And I am not putting a lot aside because I'm going to do a small one. Now, this Promise is really thick and so has a lot of bubbles, and I could have heated it up, but I was afraid to. So anyway, let me just put a little bit more of my resin in for my piping bag. So I obviously mixed too much for this first layer, but let me just continue. So in here, I'm using this little sticker that I got from Amazon. It's so cute. I'm putting it in my center. You know, since I have this resin, I might as well just use it all up, because maybe my next layer, then I won't have to put so much. So there we go. It's a better idea. I'm using for alcohol inks, I am going to be using the Brea Reece orange and yellow. I'm going to let the bubbles come up and then I'm going to heat gun it. I'm using the Bloom pigment paste from Pouring Your Heart Out. I'm going to be putting in 2 drops. Now, I did let my resin sit for quite a while, and it's reaching about 38 degrees Celsius. I want to try a hotter, warmer temperature for my white. I've been doing it at 35, but I see some beautiful pieces from folks who are doing it, and they're doing it up to 40 degrees. So I don't know. So I'm going to mix this. I'm going to get my heat gun. So excuse the noise. Gosh darn it, didn't do very much, so I am going to have to torch. I will be very careful because I don't want to get to the edge of where the lovely crystals are. I'm so excited. I haven't used this mold yet. So my first color is going to be the orange from Brea Reece. Just going to put 3. Because this is a double layer, I'm going to not make my alcohol inks. I mean, my actually they are alcohol inks. Sorry, get confused. Then my next color is the yellow, because it is going to shrink down. And this yellow, I really love this yellow, this Brea Reece. It's very sparkly. Since I'm going to do a double layer, I'm just going to do a small one here first. I'm going to place my white in my piping bag. I'm nervous and excited to see how warming up my resin to such a degree that I've never done before. Wow, it's really thick. Ooh, and this is also a very thick resin. Okay. Put that aside. Excuse the crunching sound. I just thought for fun to do a different kind of centerpiece. And since it came in a packet, I haven't used it at all. Wanted it to kind of see what I can do with it. Okay. Cut a little nib off. About that much. Now let's see if I can control my pedaling. I'm going to sort of do it like this shape. Whoops. Went funny on that one. Oh my gosh. Oh dear, let me try again. Out, top, out, in. Okay, let me chant that, see if that helps me. Out, top, out, in. And let me see if I can continuous. Out, top, out, in, out, top, out, in, top, no, out, top, out, tip, out, tip, out, tip, out, tip, out, tip, out, and out, tip, out. Trust me, that is difficult to do upside down. Okay, I'm going to do some little ones in here. And I may just do some lines. And I think I'm going to go out one more. And what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to just do a half circle like this, since I have the resin. I got that short end of the stick there. I'm so tempted to sort of finish it off, but I do want, because it's such a deep mold, I do want to take advantage of that. So I was going to do this one, right? I kind of forgot over there. Let me make this a little bit thicker. Okay, now I'm going to use this and pull it out really gently. Kind of help this one out. That one's already shaped, so I'll just put that, that. Well, I shaped that pretty nicely. Get that little point in there. And then in my center, I'm just going to bring it in into a little thingamajig. And let's see. Oh, it's already spreading. Cool beans. Talking to myself. Okay. Well, I see some spreading. Oh my gosh, please, please be nice. Please be nice to me. putting my torch really high up. Wow, that's spreading fast. Okie doke. So I will use the same colors of the Brea Reece Yellow and the Brea Reece Orange when I come back and do my next layer. So I will see you for the next step. Okay, so this first layer is hard enough for me now to put my second layer. I'm dying to see what's underneath there. This time I wanted to experiment. So this one I used Promise resin that I got from Amazon. This one is the Nic Pro, which I normally use for my 3D blooms. So I am pouring a layer. I've let it sit actually to the same temperature, about 38 degrees. In a separate cup, I'm going to pour out some resin that I'm going to put Castincraft. So I've placed in my cup 25 grams of resin that I'm going to be putting Castincraft in. I have some leftover resin here for my second layer, and I mixed up, oh dear, what did I mix up? 140 grams for this second layer. And I'm making sure I'm getting all the crevices in this crystal mold. Looks like I still have room. Okay, I'm going to just pour the rest of it in here. And what I might do is scrape up from my cup anything that I have left over in my cup and put it in my other cup where I have saved to put my Castincraft. So let me just do that first. However, I am going to just heat gun this to maybe remove some of the bubbles, so excuse the noise. I think this mold would be great for the some of those flower techniques that we've enjoyed learning about. Okay, so in my center, let me get my torch. Still haven't had time to go get one of those small lighter ones, lighter torches, so I want to be really careful with how I use this one. Oh, this is running out of butane too. Oh, that happens. Okay, so let me get the other small one. I must be pouring a lot that, that my torches are running out of butane. So, okay. So I am now going to pour in the orange. So same colors. This is the Brea Reece inks, alcohol inks. I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go, let's see, I'm going to go 6. Then I will take the yellow. I think I'll do 2 rows of it. Meaning 2 layers of it, because it is going to settle in. As I mentioned, I like this Brea Reece yellow. It's got like a little, see that little sheen to it? It's really cool. Okay, I'm going to leave that alone and let that settle. So in my cup, because I've got 25 grams of resin, I'm going to put in about, just shaking my Castincraft, about 2.5 drops. 1, 2, well, that was almost 3. I like mine to be dark, my white. It's all a matter of your choice. Just take the same spoon and I'm going to stir this. I'm going to stir this to the side so that I don't spill onto my piece here. Ooh, it's nice and warm. Stir it really well. So I guess maybe by the time I pedal, it'll be about 40 degrees. So I'm really pushing myself on getting brave and letting my resin sit for a lot longer to see what sort of pedals I get. I still think, though, that some of the texture that I'm getting on my pedals is because I need a vacuum chamber for my resin, because there's a lot of bubbles. Maybe I'm stirring too hard or fast. So let me put this in my piping bag. Alrighty. Secure my bag. All right, snip a little snip. See how the resin closes in? I guess I could have put another, shall I put another round? No, that's okay. So I'm gonna snip about that much. I'm gonna do my chant so that I can do that shape that I was doing earlier. So it was out, tip, out, in, out, tip, out, in, out, tip, out, in, and I'll just do it quietly now so you don't have to hear me. Oops, sorry. Husband's phone. Oops, kind of did it nicely and then, oh, I think the phone call distracted me. So out, tip, in, out, tip, in, out, tip, in, out, tip, in, out, tip, in. Oops, that's a little narrow. I suppose there's another way to do this, you know, like maybe with spirals, and then you use your dotting tool to do the tips, but I just thought it might be kind of fun to petal a little differently. As you can tell, it's getting out of shape. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do loops kind of here, and then I'll pull them out. I'm tempted to go there, but then I kind of want the crystal to be seen. So, tough call. I'm really anxious to see what sort of petals I get with this shaping. And then I'll do a little smaller ones in here. Sort of just loopy loops. Okay. Oh, that's so much wastage again. All right. So on here, I'll just push it out. Put that tip out, tip out. I kind of wanted to take the color out, but I think I just want to leave this white, pure white, to see. I've done quite a bit of that, you know, where I draw the color out as well. So I just thought I'd do something just a little differently here. That one's a little narrow and then thin, so I'm just trying to make a blob. Ooh, I've got a loop I can put right there. Let's see. Ooh, another one. Put one there too. That one I could actually shape it. Let's see here. Now I'm really encroaching in that crystal, so I better cool it here. Let me see. Hoping to not get blobs. I'll push that out. Push that out. Hope I'm not missing anything. Then I'm going to pull this in, these here, and just do a little swirl. And I think that should do it. Okay. I was hoping actually for more of the color, so, well, oh well. It is what it is. Just do it again. Hardly anything there, and then this one has hardly anything in it too. Oh. And I could do my heat gun, which I might. I just don't want to ruin the petals, so I'll do it really carefully and from up high, so excuse the sound. Yeah, I don't want to do too much of that because it's it might ruin the shape. Let me see if I can get. And the thing is, if I go put butane, it's going to take a while. So I might probably, I will probably have. Oh, let's get really close down. get the flame as close and then really quickly. I was thinking about, you know, like a dark background, but then I want to see what the crystals look like, you know, when I unmold. Look at it spreading. Very nice. Ooh, so I can give myself permission to try to go to 38 degrees now. I hope. Maybe I'm talking too soon, but we shall see. All right. I will see you for the unmolding. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, it's that time. Wow, that's looking pretty on this side. I am going to place a black background. If I can get this up. Only for the reveal, because this is, I didn't put a top coat of any kind. So, oh wow, cool edges. Wow, it looks so natural, the edges. Very, very cool. Okay, let's see how this 3D bloom turned out. Oh, wow. Look at that depth. Oh, very interesting. So the promise that I used in the first layer, kind of at 38 degrees, kind of, you know, wow, that's really cool. The dimension of it. And then the Nick Pro on the outside. So very interesting. And it's pretty. The petals I love. This I might have chosen maybe something different. But anyway, it's kind of cute. But look at this rock edge. Now let me take the black away. To see if there's, you know, is there sparkle on those edges. And oh, look at that. Look at the edge of that, the edge of this mold. Wow, that's really cool. Well, thank you so much for watching.